Ladies and gentlemen, we are coming off of the final episode of Raw, going in to the pay-per-view known as Survivor Series, and here tonight, we do the same final episode of Mayhem. Going into Survivor Series, we are one episode away. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming to this episode of Universe Mode. This is episode 47, and we are live here tonight at Mayhem as you see Dax Hartwell, Cash Wheeler, two men who have brought tag team wrestling to a new president here in Universe Mode. Two men who announced on Raw this past Monday that they will be challenging the Usos. Coming up for our 1-year show, we are going to be in Hard Rock Stadium, the stadium where Rolling Loud goes live. We will be stepping foot in there and bringing professional wrestling to a whole new president, and we only have one match, only one thing announced for that show coming up. It's a months away. We got some time away to get to that final show of the year, but what we should be focused on is Starrcade Backlash, and what we are going to be seeing here tonight is a Shield who is put in motion, a Shield who is dominant, a Shield who is on a whole nother level. And tonight we are seeing Jon Moxley step up. Jon Moxley, ladies and gentlemen, I might add, is going to be having his head on a swivel going into the next episode of Universe Mode, as War Games will be coming to you guys live for the first time here in Universe Mode. We know that Jon Moxley's had a little bit of problems over the last couple of weeks when it comes to Bryan Danielson. Danielson's road to trying to get the World Heavyweight Championship back has kind of held, held Bryan Danielson away from the Shield as of late. And Moxley said simply, listen, I need you focused. I need you locked in and with the Shield 110% going into this pay-per-view. And all I gotta say is Bryan, he said that he's ready to go. Bryan said he's ready for anything. Last week at Starrcade, we've seen the Shield get banned from ringside, or not even ringside, get banned from the building. They were told that, listen, you're not in the tournament no more, you shouldn't even be here. And they still made it back in the building in the main event, screwed over FTR, and that is the exact reason why we see FTR without any championship gold around them. At least that's what FTR is saying. It could have went either the Uso or the FTR's way, but I tell you one thing, it definitely went the Usos' way, and you could say that is a big helping hand due to the help of the Shield, since the Shield attacked the Usos and kind of screwed FTR over. And this is where we're seeing this matchup right here. Cash Wheeler, Dax Hartwell, they want revenge on the Shield. Beautiful takedown there by Cash Wheeler. And this is what you're going to want to see right here. Cash Wheeler, Dax, these two men in singles competition. Seeing them in a more singles capacity, it's definitely going to be different. But you're going against a guy like Jon Moxley, a guy with a whole lot of momentum. But it was Moxley, it was Rollins to step up and kind of take down the Usos, disqualifying the Usos from the matchup. Now, wait a minute, Claudio Castagnoli doing what Castagnoli does damn good, and that's helping out the Shield in harm's way. Look at this now, Shield looking good. Neckbreaker there by Moxley. Moxley with a hellacious neckbreaker there, and now looks like he wants to sign up for what could be the beginning of the end early on here. And look at this, Moxley off of the ropes into an elbow. Off of the ropes into an elbow, made it look damn picture perfect. And ladies and gentlemen, we don't call Mayhem the wrestling show for no reason. When you step here on the green brand, there is definitely nothing but professional wrestling at its finest here, ladies and gentlemen. But as you see here, Jon Moxley now standing in control. Cash Wheeler is going to want a little bit of revenge on Jon Moxley, like I said, after last Thursday's attack at the Starrcade Tag Team Tournament. And now we see ourselves going into the Survivor Series pay-per-view. It's going to be this Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. And oh man, wait a minute now. Moxley now off of the ropes. Moxley's definitely feeling the momentum into the Bulldog. Laid out Cash exactly where he needs him. And now Moxley looking like he wants to line up. Wants to line him up. Knee to the face. 1, 2, what? Man, oh man, Cash fighting. This crowd is pumped up for it, and you can't blame him. And look at this, Cash finding it. He modified Stinger Splash. Cash Wheeler finding something deep within, and he wants to fight back against the Lunatic Fringe here tonight. Moxley goes down, and no! Moxley now! Paradigm shift! Into the cover! Quick one! Is he gonna do it? And he does! Moxley with the pin! Moxley with the victory! Moxley gets the job done here tonight on Mayhem. I said it before, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll say it again. FTR They're going to want to get some wins under their belt. They're going to want to do some more justice here in Universe Mode, as they are going to be climbing their road to the Tag Team Championships. But come this Sunday, it's looking like the Shield's game is the Shield has not only been dominant, but they have been one of the most dominant factions here in Universe Mode history. And this Sunday, will we see them beat the Bloodline? Find out. It's going down. Gentlemen, as a reminder for your main event, it's going to be faction warfare at its finest when a 6-man tag goes down. For the first time here on Mayhem, it's going to be the OC going against the Undisputed Era, and it only goes down right here on WrestlePlus. And your main event right before AJ Styles and Adam Cole clash this coming Sunday at Survivor Series. But oh, this one's going to be damn good. Speaking of faction warfare, this faction, the LWO, have picked a fight with a bear known as Samoa Joe. This Samoa submission machine, though, he will not back down to Rey Mysterio and the LWO. This is a fight that Samoa Joe picked, but a war that the LWO seem like they want to finish. Will it happen? Find out up next. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, you can argue that here tonight on Mayhem, not only with it being the wrestling show, but I would argue that Mayhem is kind of where a lot has been going down. And when it comes to the LWO's war with Samoa Joe, it has not gone unnoticed. But tonight is the night that we see the rematch. Tonight is the night that we see Joe versus Mysterio, David versus Goliath. It goes down right freaking now. We've seen Joe in some crazy ones as of late, but tonight is the night that we see Joe handle something that we don't know deep down inside if he can truly finish, because he's not just going against one member of the LWO. The LWO has made it known and made it certain that whenever Joe takes on one of them, he, from now on, will be taking on every member of the LWO. So listen, all I gotta say with Samoa Joe is you picked a war with the wrong Latinos, and tonight could be the case where we see just how much of a war Joe picked, or we might see Joe just squash Mysterio like an absolute bug. It happened the first time. Santos, he beat so many. He beat in the past. And you see Rey Mysterio doing Santos justice, letting him lead the charge for tonight, as the LWO has been on more of a serious roll as of late when they have came down to Friday nights. And what a statement this is, with Wild, Del Toro, and Escobar leading the pact for Rey Mysterio, almost being an escort of sorts for Rey Mysterio. And tonight is the night that we see the LWO stand in full effect with the luchador legend known as El Rey Mysterio. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, some people look at just one episode being closer to Survivor Series, but I look at this as seeing Rey Mysterio finally get his hands on Samoa Joe. Ladies and gentlemen, let me explain to you how this all started. Rey Mysterio was sitting backstage preparing for Santos Escobar's match. It was a matchup over 2 months ago when Mayhem was still very new here in Universe Mode. It was Rey Mysterio in the corner of Santos Escobar, as Escobar was taking on Samoa Joe. Joe took it upon himself to attack Rey Mysterio before the matchup had even started. And that's what started this whole thing. After that, Rey Mysterio was out for weeks and weeks on end. Mysterio came back and let it be known that he was coming after Samoa Joe. And it's taken us a bit of a while to get here. Joe was doing his thing with DIY and wrestling at the No Mercy pay-per-view, and seemed like he was going to be doing his thing with Bronson Reed. And Reed kind of walked out on him, as we didn't mention last episode. Moxley's kind of slotted in for that December 11th spot on Raw for the anniversary show against Bronson Reed, but that hasn't been official yet. And oh man, now with, Bronson Reed back over on Raw and Samoa Joe right here on Mayhem, the big question that everybody has is, Joe is now the only monster on Mayhem. It seems like Reed kind of left Joe in the dust, and now we can kind of see Samoa Joe do what Samoa Joe was doing before, and that's just see him spill absolute carnage. And oh man, another knee strike there by Joe, but Rey Mysterio moves out of the way. Now Mysterio now looking to do some of those luchador maneuvers that's gotten him so very far in his career. as this is not the first time Rey Mysterio has been in a David versus Goliath situation. And this damn sure might not be the last, but one thing that we can promise you folks is Rey Mysterio came to fight. One thing Adam Pearce, oh! Double stomp there by Mysterio, but one thing Adam Pearce did promise here tonight was that Rey Mysterio is wrestling at 100%. So is Samoa Joe. Both of these men have not wrestled over the last couple of weeks. Look at that crossbody off of the ropes. This is going to be it here. No. Kick out with full power, with full effect by Samoa Joe. Amazing, amazing work we are seeing here by Joe. Like I said before, I'll say it again. This is the kind of work you want to see by Samoa Joe. The kind of work you want to see by all these men doing all these great things. And Mysterio brings Joe up and down. Mysterio now lining up Joe. Joe could be. I was going to say Joe could very well be on his way to his end, as Rey Mysterio is going off on Samoa Joe, and he is not playing any games. Listen, can you blame him? The last time the LWO took Samoa Joe as a joke, one of their own ended up hurting on the back burner for almost a month. So let me ask you, if you were the LWO, would you let Samoa Joe rest quiet into the night? Would you let Samoa Joe just do all the things that Samoa Joe has been doing here in Universe Mode? And oh my God. Big hellacious punch there to the face there by Joe, as Joe, knowing Samoa Joe, he'll take the easy win here tonight. He doesn't give a damn about anybody but himself, and he's proved that so many time and time again. Referee on the count of 5, he sees that Rey Mysterio is kind of getting back into it and decided to intervene. This is what we're going to see from Samoa Joe. This is that kind of dastardliness we see from Samoa Joe. Joe, like I said before, doesn't really give a damn about anybody but himself. But when he steps into the ring, he makes sure he tries to get the job done. And now Joe with a powerplex there. Beautiful power on display there by the Samoan submission machine, as he is all over the place here tonight. And oh! Suplex by Joe. Another one. And third time's the charm. He gets him. 1, 2, and no. Right when you thought it was over, Joe said no. Or excuse me, Rey said no. And no, wait a minute, Rey gonna put in that clutch. The coquina clutch is locked in. It's locked in. There's nowhere for him to go. Nothing for him to do. Mamma mia, I know! Look at this! Look at this! Mysterio's fighting! Mysterio's fighting! Into the cover! 1! No! Mysterio was fighting, but at what cost? And oh! Mysterio tried to take the big man down, but Joe says no! And did you expect anything else from the Samoan submission machine? Look at this! All over the place goes Joe! Joe is absolutely unhinged here tonight. Vintage Joe. Vintage Joe by Samoa Joe. And now Joe lining up the Luchador legend. But it doesn't seem like Rey Mysterio had anything left to give in the tank at that point in time. But I argue that Rey's done in this match. And no, but I wouldn't argue. But I would also argue that Rey coming out of this matchup is not going in not coming out as he went in, excuse me. 100% is not on the menu for Rey Mysterio here after this matchup. And oh man, referee on the count of 5, you see Santos Escobar and Joaquin Wilde kind of making sure things go the right way, making sure the match gets done right. Look at that! Off of the ropes, now stomping into the chest. We talked about Samoa Joe's element. We talked about exactly where Joe needed to be. Now we are seeing where Rey needs to be in this matchup. And wait a minute, Joe once again. Vintage Joe by the Samoan submission machine. You feel the hatred between these two men. You feel the adrenaline pumping in the veins of these men, understanding that so much must get done in this matchup, but there's so little time. Big kick by Joe. Joe has Rey exactly where he wants him to be. Beautiful Irish whip off of the ropes there. Into the corner goes Rey Mysterio, but Mysterio now fighting back. Mysterio goes under. Mysterio with a baseball slide, knocking down the foot. Got the big man off his feet. Joe goes down hard. Mysterio with the crossbody. Will dreams come true on Mayhem? No. Oh my goodness. And Ray, call out to Eddie. 1, 2, and Ray did it for Eddie. Ray defeats Samoa Joe here on Mayhem. What a match. What a show. And ladies and gentlemen, this was 2 months worth of anguish, anger, hatred, and it was put on the Samoan submission machine. Oh man, oh man, does he deserve it? Rey Mysterio showed that the old dog has so much more fight left in him. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a while. My name is Sir William Regal, and I'm the commissioner for Raw and Mayhem. Now, I have a bit of a message for you guys. Now, here in Universe Mode, we have been a little behind schedule. We have been lacking with videos, to say the least, because we have had to do some other stuff behind the scenes as we are gearing up for Survivor Series. Survivor Series being our 10th pay-per-view here in Universe Mode, and that's a very big accomplishment for any YouTube channel. So we're trying to make sure that this pay-per-view comes out the very best it can be. Everything you've seen at Fully Loaded, SummerSlam, all that is in the past. We are looking for the future, and the future is Survivor Series, and Survivor Series is taking its time, but it's coming. And like we say many times before, the only thing we want to bring you guys here on the Wrestle Plus channel is banger after banger after banger after banger. That's why I am here to announce that now officially the Starrcade Tag Team Tournament, episode 44 of the YouTube channel, it will now be live for everybody to watch. It was for members only for the first week, and now it is going to be for anybody who wants to watch the pay-per-view. So you can go and take a stop there to see all the action, see how everything unfolded and why it unfolded the way it did before we gear up and go into Survivor Series. Again, it will be live and highlighted on the channel right after this video goes live. It's going to be damn good. Love you guys, and Survivor Series is coming. Staying in the theme of faction warfare, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your main event. OC Undisputed Era 2, but this time not in the form of tag team. No, we are stepping in to the form of 6-man tag team action. It's gonna be the entire team. Gallows, Anderson, Styles going against Adam freaking Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish, and that all leads to the next episode of Universe Mode when we see 2 generations clash all the way back from 2014. Ladies and gentlemen, it's gonna be Adam Cole going one-on-one with AJ Styles, but for the grandest, most workhorse of workhorse titles, it's gonna be the Intercontinental Championship on the line, and a damn good matchup. But tonight, they have to focus on this tag team matchup. Last week, we've seen the Undisputed Era defeat the OC, and that had a lot of people kind of feeling a little weird about it, because how the matchup originally happened was, regular tag team matchup, but the reason why the OC lost was due to a countout. So tonight is the night that we are seeing all 6 men in, no distractions, no anything. No reason for this to have a countout. We want to make sure things get done absolutely right. And it's going to be damn good. These 6 individuals tonight are going to be doing something that the WWE has wanted to see for a very, very long time. And that is seeing the dream matches that we want to see oh so well. Ladies and gentlemen, 6-man tag. It doesn't happen very often, but when it does happen, it means the utmost. And tonight, this means the utmost. It's gonna be damn good. It's gonna be damn good. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we see wrestling excellence at its finest. We've seen every single one of these individuals wrestle in a singles capacity. We've seen every single one of these members wrestle in a tag team capacity, but never have we seen, even on their own separate occasions, aside from the war with each other, we have never seen the Undisputed Era face off against the OC here in Universe Mode. And what is a better time to have your first time ever than right here on the self-proclaimed Adam Cole show known as Mayhem. Let's find out who the winner's gonna be, because it's Styles versus Cole starting off for you guys, and it goes down right now. Let's freaking do this. And wait a minute, Styles with getting a big knee right into the midsection by Cole. Cole early on tagging out and tagging in Kyle O'Reilly. Quick tags here. This is what you're going to want to see. And some people can argue this right here is the dream match in itself. Kyle O'Reilly versus AJ Styles. And oh man, big slap there by AJ Styles. Another slap there by Styles. Styles, you're not going to see him play a lot of games here tonight. You're not going to see Styles have be the most happy in this matchup. But you're going to see him do what he has to do, and that's all that matters, as long as he does what he has to do. And wait a minute now, Styles gets taken down with a Hurricane Rana there by... There we go. Beautiful, beautiful work there by Kyle O'Reilly. Like I said it before, I'll say it again. This is exactly what you're going to want to see here tonight by this man. Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, two men who didn't have the best of luck after losing the Starrcade Tag Team Tournament. AJ Styles going on for Intercontinental Championship glory. He is looking in a more promising position than the other two individuals that we see in the Undisputed Era. We might want to see the Undisputed Era maybe step up a little bit. Winning this matchup can do wonders for their career, can do wonders for the tag team division. I mean, yes, we had that slotted date for, December 11th, but after that, we need tag team competitors. We need to know who's next. And oh man, big face buster there by Kyle O'Reilly. We need to know who is next in this world of tag team wrestling, in the world of professional wrestling tonight. We can easily see the gates be opened up to one or two of these tag teams. This might not be the end of what we see here from these tag teams. And wait a minute, oh man. The big LG's in the ring, and he's not going to be playing any games here tonight with Kyle O'Reilly. And look at this. Look at this. This is not what you want to see. And oh. Thought it was going to be a 2, but no. Makes me eat my words a tad bit. That's what you like to see. And wait a minute. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. This is it. This is it right here. This is it right here. This right here is when the OC are in their zone. This right here is when the OC are ready to do OC things. And OC things just picked up because the original club, the only club that matters, is showing and proving face right here as Styles taking down Kyle again. Styles taking down Kyle O'Reilly again. Kyle O'Reilly gets a swift kick to the back. Beautifully done there by AJ Styles. And oh man, Styles now just unloading. I said it before and I'll say it again. AJ Styles has the most to lose in this matchup along with Adam Cole. I mean, then again, you can argue that Adam Cole's not going to lose anything but momentum if he loses this matchup. AJ Styles has that prime opportunity for the Intercontinental Championship that, yes, win, lose, or draw is not going anywhere after this matchup. But Styles is going to want to make sure that he maintains as much momentum as possible going into this Sunday's pay-per-view. And look at this. Styles just standing over what seems to be a dead body of Kyle O'Reilly. And wait a minute now, tagging in Luke Gallows once again. We haven't seen Anderson much in the matchup. And oh man, look at this. Big punch is big. Gallows is more of a muscle for the OC. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to go on commercial break. We'll be right back right after this. Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, this Sunday it is going to be Women's World Championship on the line. Ripley, Flair, two generations clashing and colliding this Sunday. Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here on Mayhem, and look at this, ladies and gentlemen. AJ Styles now in the ring with Adam Cole. Cole got into the ring over commercial break, and it seems like AJ Styles is just on an absolute collision course here tonight. Oh man, Styles is not playing any games with Bobby Fish. You would have thought Bobby Fish would have been the difference maker, but no. And oh man, Fish going after Carl Anderson. Fish going right after Carl Anderson, not playing any games with Anderson. Hey, listen, if I'm Fish, I'm going where I can too. I'm getting it where I can too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't. Styles seems to be absolute cracked here tonight. And oh man, wait. I might eat my words here. And oh, takes him into the ring now. This is what you want to see here tonight. This is what you want to see. You want to see both teams doing what they got to do, staying in the fight, keeping up the fight. And oh man, wait a minute now, Styles, big takedown there. Big takedown there by Styles, popping up with that clothesline. Styles now tagging in Gallows. And I said it before, I'll say it again. Gallows has been more of the relying guy in this matchup. Oh my God. Up and down goes Fish. 1-0. The champion saves the day. How did he find it? Where did he go? I don't know, but he found it. He definitely found it within. And he did what he had to do. And this. And oh man, wait a minute. Brings him off. Punches him right in the gut. This is exactly what it needs. Exactly what it needs to get the big man off his feet. And oh man, wait a minute. Look at that. The absolute strength by Bobby Fish being put on display. Fish says that's enough. O'Reilly's in now. Takedown there. Taken down. The champion's challenger. Down goes Styles. Now it looks like Anderson's going to go down a lot more than Styles did. Bacon breaking that back across that apron. Gallows on the outside while the Undisputed Era looking to continue the damage. And no. Stops him there. It seems like he got stopped in his tracks. But oh man, tried to hit him with a belly to belly. But no. Big reversal there by Kyle O'Reilly. O'Reilly looking to keep the fight. O'Reilly looking to do what he has to do to stay in this. And oh. Big punch. Another punch. This is what I was saying right here. The beginning of what could be the end for the champion. Being laid out by the big LG. And you see the legal man working on the challenger right there. AJ Styles being worked on. You see Gallows working on Bobby Fish. Absolute carnage in this matchup. And now focusing on what matters. This right here. Wait a minute. Kyle O'Reilly catches him. Catches that knee bar. But wait a minute. No. Right? I thought Gallows was going to tap out. But Carl Anderson was right there to save the day. And look at this. Knocking the lights out of the machine gun into the cover, but the Phenomenal One saves the day. But oh, wait a minute, is that Adam Cole? Is that Adam Cole, baby? It is. And Cole wants a straight sight on Styles, but O'Reilly said he'll take care of it. O'Reilly says he'll take care of it, and he did just that. You better be damn sure he did just that. As Gallows is in the ring and he caught the champion into the cover to win. No. Slapping him in the face. Kyle realizing he made a big mistake stepping up to the gigantic LG. And oh my goodness. Gallows now looking to line up the Intercontinental Champion for what could be the beginning of his end here tonight. And no. Brings him right into the corner. Very beautiful work here. Very dastardly work here we are seeing here tonight. And oh man, wait a minute. Wait a minute here. And a big knee to the midsection. We have been talking about war, but we cannot talk about war without talking about one that is coming to an end this Sunday. It is going to be Owens Rhodes one-on-one in their final match. But it's not going to be any match, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be last man standing match. Well, alright guys, we are back from commercial break. Kyle now trying to get that pin in there, but no. Once again, Luke Gallows coming to save the day. Now, this is what I was talking about here. We've been seeing all throughout the matchup. Nothing but interruptions, nothing but disrespect. Left and right everywhere we go. And wait a minute. O'Reilly now looking to line up Carl Anderson for something big here. And no, twisted the arm, but didn't go for the cover with it. And that, I mean, not going for the cover, it might have been the smarter thing to do. And wait a minute. Boom! Knee straight into the rib cage. 1-0. The Phenomenal One was the one that saved the day. Oh my God. I keep saying it, the brutality that these men bring within them every time they step into the ring. It speaks volumes, ladies and gentlemen, absolute volumes. And now look at, Fish is in. Fish being the most dastardly, disgusting people we've ever seen in reverse mode when it comes to the technical side of things. And now he's displaying all of that all over Carl Anderson. Anderson gets laid out with a spear. 1, 2, no. Every single time. And wait a minute now, ducking under, popping through. Look at this, Carl Anderson showing shades of something we haven't usually seen. We haven't seen much of here. And a cutter by Anderson, but no. No, big clothesline there by Fish, but no. Uppercuts by Anderson. Anderson trying to fight out. Trying to find that cutter once again. Now working on the arm. That Lee, oh my God. That looked bad. That looked absolutely devastating. If you ask me who's gotten the worst of this matchup tonight, I'd say Bobby Fish. And oh man, look at this. IC challenger AJ Styles going right after the champion. We know that this feud dated back all the way from 2014, and now we're seeing Adam Cole and AJ Styles get everything they want to get out on each other right now. We're seeing Styles take the gate or take the key and throw it. Suplex to Cole. You see Fish now looking to work on Luke Gallows, as Gallows has been more of the disruptor, I would say, in the matchup here tonight, and Styles trying to shake the cobwebs off of that dastardly DDT. And oh man, Anderson staring on as Gallows just got plummeted, and a big knee there. Triple H would be proud. And oh man, kick to the arm there. Styles though. Styles reversing almost with ease, and now wait a minute, boom, bicycle kick. The Phenomenal One is on an absolute collision course here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and if you ask me, it seems like he's just getting started. And oh, beautiful work there by Styles. Styles has him exactly where he wants him, and wait a minute, no, I eat my words, brings him in. Brings him right in. The Intercontinental Champion trying to help out Bobby Fish any way he can, but I don't think that helped Fish out at all. I think this might have helped out the team of the OC, but no. Oh, he wanted so desperately, so badly wanted that phenomenal forearm, but couldn't get it. Could not have gotten it. And wait a minute. Oh my God, fights out. Fights out. That's that fight you want to see. That's that fight you want to see. Keep going. And it's going and going and going. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Into the cover, but it doesn't mean much. These men have something for everything. They have been trying to throw at each other every which way. Lines them up. Phenomenal forearm. What? No. What? The phenomenal forearm was hit to perfection, but Kyle O'Reilly saved the day. Fish needed only a glimmer, only a second. And now Fish. My goodness. Fish just laying him out with absolute ease. Absolute ease. So much urgency on the mind of Adam Cole as he's trying to figure out next steps for the Undisputed Era. Takedown there by Kyle O'Reilly. O'Reilly looking to clean house every which way as Bobby Fish now working on AJ Styles. This is exactly in the prime position that the Undisputed Era need to be in, as they are clearing house. What a match! This is insane! This is insane! And look at this! Styles turning the tides! The newsletters weren't lying! Mayhem is and truly will be forever the wrestling show! Kyle fights! Kyle fights! How did he fight? I don't know! And oh man, wait a minute. Styles now in big trouble as Kyle O'Reilly knocks him down. Beautiful work there. Beautiful, beautiful work there. Like I said before, I'll say it again. This is exactly what you're going to want to see here from the Undisputed Era, from the OC. That fight, showing off all of that fight, is what is going to make these men stronger, what is going to make these men better every time they step into the squared circle. And wait a minute, once again. Big elbow to the back and another elbow to the back. It's looking like elbow to the back season as a drop kick finished him off. And what a special night, ladies and gentlemen, as we are on the Go Home episode going into Survivor Series War Games. It's going to be damn good. And wait a minute, LG now looking to work on, oh my God. LG working on Kyle O'Reilly. And as O'Reilly got worked on and it's getting worked on, now we see the OC getting put through the ringer. We see the OC getting put through all the pain. And oh my gosh. Absolutely beautiful work. Oh my goodness. The chaos that we are seeing here tonight is insane, ladies and gentlemen. Oh! This is what we came to see. This is what we came to see. Wrestling at its finest. Look as Kyle O'Reilly takes down Doc Gallows with absolute ease, as Gallows was once the man to be worried about in the early on to the matchup. What a main event, ladies and gentlemen. Referee on the count of 7. Look at this. Undisputed Era member Kyle O'Reilly now. Look at up and down. But I don't think he realized he just broke the count. Referee was at the count of 8. What could have been the count of 9. Which almost was the count of 10. Which could have been a win for the Undisputed Era the same way they won last week. And that's by count out. Oh man. But wait a minute now. Referee on the count of 3 again. It's Kyle. Oh my God. We are seeing a different level of intensity being shown here tonight by Kyle O'Reilly as we are in Dayton, Ohio. And this crowd is definitely ecstatic as, oh my goodness, look at this straight closed fist straight to the face there. Absolutely disgusting work, but look at this. Gallows says no. Gallows fighting back. Gallows doing what Gallows has to do. And oh my goodness, up and down he might go. Yes, he does, but I didn't even realize it. Oh my goodness. I didn't even realize that the referee was still currently counting. When Gallows had gotten back into the ring, in my head, the count cleared for some reason. But this is a win. A direct win done by the OC, which is a huge slap in the face to the Undisputed Era, since this is the way the Undisputed Era had won last week. And now this week, the OC winning in exact same fashion. Nobody was pinned, submitted, but a winner was given. And that winner went to the OC as AJ Styles has another goal, and the goal is on your screen. Intercontinental Championship against Adam Cole. We're also going to see Women's World Championship action, last man standing action, and we're going to see LA Knight versus Finn Balor for the World Heavyweight Championship. But ladies and gentlemen, check it out right now. It is live. It is the Starrcade Tag Team Tournament pay-per-view, premium live event, and it is going to be a little something small to hold you over into the next episode of Universe Mode. This is a thank you to each and every single one of you guys who have waited along the journey, as we have had a long journey here in Universe Mode. I'm recently just getting over a sick or a little bit of a cold, and now I'm better, and I'm ready to grind, I'm ready to go, and I'm ready to do what I gotta do to get you guys out the best content that I can get you guys. But now, it is not only for members only, but it is for everybody. Check it out, Starrcade. Like and subscribe. We're on the road to 3K. I'll see you guys then. Peace.